New at 6 o'clock, a cut and shave are guaranteed when you sit in Thad Miller's barber chair. The native of King Street, South Carolina, made history as the first black barber at the Citadel in 1971. Making history is important, and so is preserving it, as I discovered while spending the day with the barber who is a cut above most.
He's actually been cutting my hair since I was a baby, so as long as I can remember. Yeah, he gave me my first haircut, actually.
Joshua Tolbert is a sophomore at the Citadel. He's among the 200 black cadets in the Corps. He doesn't know a segregated Citadel, but Thad Miller does.
I came here in 1971, and this is my chair right here.
He was only allowed to cut the hair of cadets who were black. At the time, there were only 8 black cadets at the military college, so Miller spent a lot of time doing nothing. One day, a white cadet, tired of waiting for a white barber, sat in his chair.
So one of the barbers said, "Go ahead and cut his hair, And I cut it, and he got out the chair, and he faced it to everybody else, and he said, "Look, y'all need to try this guy because he can cut."
He says he holds no bitterness for the adversity he faced at the start of his career. Miller came to Family Barbershop on Spring Street from a trade school in Denmark, South Carolina. He sharpened his skills under the owner of Family Barbershop, the late Rupert C. Les Lawrence. Lawrence passed away in 2004. Almost 70 years after he started Family Barbershop, it is still family-owned. Jimmy Coaxum says the barbershop may not be Miller's birthright, but his devotion makes him part of the Family Barbershop legacy.
Thad was more than just a barber that worked there. He was family. I know we just thought of him as family.
And it's easy to see that at Family, everyone becomes just that.
I've been coming to Thad for, I think it's about 23 years.
Mike Rennick said when he and his wife brought a neighbor's child to get a haircut, he sat in the chair himself and became part of the family.
That movie, Barbershop, didn't have anything on some of the stuff that goes on down here.
Alex Jackson's mother brought him to the barbershop more than 30 years ago.
That's been some of the downfall of the pandemic, where we haven't been in the barbershop together as a group, but it's still good to catch up.
When Chief Luther Reynolds of the Charleston Police Department was told he had bone cancer, he trusted his barber to help him through the trauma that comes with cancer treatment.
And even before his surgery and whatnot, we would pray together, we talk, we just had that privacy in here.
Chief Reynolds recognized Miller and 2 other barbers as Citizens of the Year during the Charleston Police Awards banquet for giving haircuts to dozens of local students. Big moments and small people. It's all part of the culture at Family.
So, Samad, who's cutting your hair?
My granddad.
Do you think that you might consider doing this when you get older?
Maybe.
When Thad is not cutting hair, he is often inside New Home Street Baptist Church, but he's trying to save the historic building that belongs to the church that's barely standing next door.
Our historic building used to be a holding cell for slaves back in the 1800s, and it needs a lot of work. And we need all the help that we can get, then we cannot destroy it.
Miller is hoping the community will help the church so the church can help the community.
We are trying to get it where we can just have an open space so we can get some of the kids that are in the area can come in, do their homework.
Whether he is cutting up with friends.
Me and Thad always joke about a story that we tell. I won't go into details,
Yes, the cameras are rolling.
but I should go into details to get them back.
Or shaping up a future leader.
I appreciate it. Appreciate you.
He is always willing to take the edge off and hopes to leave everything and everyone in better shape than when he found it.
So this is Family.
A special thank you to Thad, his customers, the Citadel, my husband, for being a part of the report. You can stop by Family Barbershop at 147 Spring Street Tuesday through Saturdays for haircuts. Meanwhile, New Home Street Baptist Church is accepting donations for the repair of 5 Killian Street. Rob?